Okay, so it's day 3 of prep. So there's not going to be much to report in way of progress so far, but just thought I'd let you guys know kind of how I'm feeling thus far in this whole process. And things are going well, but I'm already running into some hiccups. And something you should know about me is I'm very organized and I plan out things. I'm definitely one of those people that writes a list for things that need to be done or things that I need to do. And I don't like surprises, I guess, when things don't go to plan. And that's kind of what's already happening here. So when I met with my coach this past Monday and got my nutrition plan and everything for prep, which I was going to be starting on Thursday, I spent those 3 days kind of getting my training in order, planning my workouts, how I was going to split things up, what days I was going to rest, and just getting everything in order on that front. And then also, I spent some time organizing all my meals and making a meal plan. That's something that's nice about being on a macro plan rather than a meal plan. Sometimes coaches or your coach or whatever will just give you meals. Like, these are your 6 meals. You're going to eat these every day at a certain time. And that can get boring and can also cause some issues with your body and digestive tract and everything if you're just eating the same foods over and over and over and over again. So eating to fit your macros is really nice because you're eating to fill a certain ratio for your calories. It's based on your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. But it gives you a lot of options. So you can sit there and kind of pull what you want from it. And it's almost too many choices, if you get what I mean. So I try to kind of spice up each of my meals. I don't like them to be very bland. So I sat there and created, 6 different meals and did one day. And then I did 5 meals for another day because sometimes I can't get in that 6th meal. The way that the day goes, I just know I'm not going to have enough time. And then I created like a 3rd day option too. So just depending, I've got these 3 different days that I know I can eat those meals and that's going to fit my macros the way that it should. So everything went fine the first day. Had to tweak it a little bit because after eating all the meals, I realized, I wanted to change things up a little bit. Did my workout, felt good, hit my water. It's great. 2nd day. So yesterday, I had to go to the dentist. No big deal. Got up, ate my meal at 6:30, headed to the dentist. I was at the dentist till after 12 o'clock. And I ended up having some cavities that need to be filled and some stuff going on. So I hadn't planned for that. And they told me I was going to be numb. I had my whole side of my face numb because I had stuff on the top and the bottom. And they told me that probably wouldn't wear off for at least 2 to 3 hours. And I kept biting my tongue and stuff, so there was no way I was going to be able to eat anything. And then they also painted on this fluoride junk that takes about 4 hours before you can eat anything with that as well. So it was looking like I wasn't going to be able to eat till 4 o'clock. So I had my first meal at 6:30, and then I couldn't eat till 4. Also, I can only go to the gym during this allotted time early in the afternoon because my husband had to go to work, and I couldn't take the kids with me to the gym because we still have a kiddo that's sick and has a fever. So that went out the window. So I now had to somehow figure out a way to cram all of my calories in to this 4 to 8 p.m. window, which obviously wasn't going to happen. There's no way I can pack in 4 or 5 meals. I at least had some protein shakes so I could sit there and not have 8 hours where I didn't get anything in my body. But I couldn't get any food in until after 4 o'clock. So that sucked. And then I didn't get the gym in. I did some at-home exercises with some band work. Did some band work and some body weight stuff, but it wasn't to the extent that I needed, but I at least got something done. So just sucks, just makes me realize once again that, you can always plan on things not going to plan. That's all you can plan on. So there's always going to be obstacles. There's going to be days that suck, times that it's not going to go right. But you just have to kind of like put it on the back burner and forget about it and just start fresh the next day, and not dwell on it. So that's what I'm trying to do. It just sucks that it's happening so early on, because this is when it's hard, at least for me. So it's good because you're the most motivated in the beginning and you're excited to start and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna hit this and I'm gonna do awesome. But at the same time, it's also where you're the most weak because you haven't been on the schedule. It hasn't fallen into a habit yet. So it's easier to slip up, if that makes sense. So I haven't, but just saying, it kind of threw me for a loop yesterday. It didn't get me started the way I wanted to. I am weighing myself every day this week, which normally I wouldn't do that. It's honestly stupid to do that because your weight's going to fluctuate a lot and it's very inconsistent to sit there and do it. There's a lot of factors that play into what that scale is going to read. But in this first week, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going up, only because the last 3 or 4 months I haven't been tracking how many calories I'm taking in. So I don't know what I've been at. So I don't know what, the number is for me to maintain. So normally on prep, I start out somewhere within like 15 to 1600 calories. And then we kind of adjust from there. And I usually end up being closer to 12 to 13 by the end of prep. This time I'm starting out at around 1800 calories. So it just made me a little nervous. I'm happy to have the increase. Like, trust me, it just means better workouts, more energy, and if I can get results on that and still progress, like on 1800 calories, it makes me happy. But it just made me a little nervous. I wanted to make sure. And I started out at 133 on Thursday and or Wednesday, I guess. And here it is Saturday, and I'm 129.5. Now, part of that's going to be due to yesterday me not getting everything in that I should have, like I said. And most of it's water weight. There's no way I've lost 3.5 pounds in fat. It's just not realistic, but at least it's coming down. So that makes me happy. Normally, for the future, I'll just weigh in once a week, same time, same day every week, just kind of track. But that again is going to be off. You can't get discouraged and get upset about it, because some weeks you're not going to change at all, and some weeks you may even go up, which can be really frustrating when you're working your butt off and sticking to your meals. But then, a week will go by and you'll lose 2 or 3 pounds. So for me, it always averages out where I lose roughly about 1 pound a week when I look back and do the math. So anyway, it's going good so far. I have my first posing on Sunday. I'm not looking forward to it because it's a group posing with everybody out there. And I know nobody cares. Everybody's focused on themselves. But when you're just not feeling your best, it's kind of hard to be out there in a bikini, but whatever. So thanks guys, episode 2 done, and I'll see you later this week.